So in this video, I'm going to solve example 8.2 where I have to use linear regression to develop an equation and do a forecast for a particular product. So what this all about is, so we're trying to understand whether spending in advertisement has any kind of impact on sales. So if it has an impact on sales, we would like to know what is going to be the forecasting if we end up spending money certain amount, in this case 1,750. So that is the essence of this particular problem. So I'm going to use the Excel spreadsheet to solve this problem. The first step is to have the data in the Excel spreadsheet like you're seeing it on the screen. And the second step is to develop a scatterplot for this data. So the way to do the scatterplots is to go to Insert tab and then select this scatter option and select the first in the scatter option. So the moment you select, you will see this blank page coming up, and then you have to right click this blank page and select an option called Select Data. So once you select this data, you'll see a window popping up. So in this window, you have to add a series. All right. So you have to first step in adding the series is to naming the series. So I'm going to name our advertising versus sales. And the second step is to select the values for the x-axis. Since the advertisement is the independent variable, numbers would go to x-axis. So select these values from C4 to C8 and then select values for y-axis. Since sales is a dependent variable, the values from the sales would go to y-axis and hit OK. So now we are done with the scatter plot. Next step is to come up with a line that actually fits best for this data. So in order to do that, select these data points and right click it. Once you right click it, you'll see an option called Add Trendline. Select that Add Trendline. So there are multiple trendline options. You see exponential, linear, logarithmic, polynomial, and so on. So all we need is linear. Since linear is set as a default option, we are good with that. Don't worry about it. So if you scroll down, you'll see two options. One is display equation on chart. Another option, display R-squared values. So once you're done with it, then you can actually close this trend line option. Now you have the equation of this regression line, or a simple linear regression line, and also R-squared value. So here R-squared value is 0.9595. So what this R-squared means is that this line explains 96% of the variation that exists in this sales data. So any value closer to 1 is good. So this line is really good in that sense. And the line equation says that sales, so the line equation says that sales is equal to 109.23x minus 8.135. So this 109.23x is your slope and minus 8.135 is your intercept. So what is the forecasted value for advertisement budget of 1,750? So if you key in your value, X is basically 1.75. Since 1 unit on the x-axis is equivalent to $1,000, so I'm going to use 1.75. In this case, it's approximately equal to y is equal to 183. What it means is that if I spend 1,750 in advertisement, potentially I can generate sales of 183,000 units. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.